So it's Sheffield Wednesday versus QPR after a terrible week off the pitch. Can the boys at least try and get something on it? Hello and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing let me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday are having a terrible time off the pitch, as we know. We got 5 embargo, which will potentially be 6 come next week because of paying wages. Man who obviously doesn't, for whatever reason, isn't sorting out a deal, or if he has tried to do a deal, everything had changed once again. Moved goalpost. You've seen it with the Lee Gregory interview he did with the Wednesday week. You've seen it with the interview that got done about Wrexham and Smith wanting to go. He does this a lot. He'll move goalposts all the time. But let's just go on to what we are going to talk about today, which is football and things that we can do on the pitch. So, Sheffield Wednesday go with Horvath, Valerie, Weaver, Iorfa, Matlow, Amas, Palmer, Ingleson, Bannon, Cadamartri, Brown. The bench is Stretch, Otto Alwala, Emery, Thornton, Basiri, McNeil, Jamal Lowe, and Ugbo. They go with, for QPR, Nadadi, Dunn, Morrison, Mbinga, Nunton Davis, Madison, Brown, Satiro, Bale, Cornet, and Burrell. Harmer, Cook, Aguilia, Field, Hayden, Forge, Smith, Dembele, and Furai. Harmer, former Wednesday goalkeeper, is now at QPR, signed there recently. And they've been on a good form. They've been on very good form recently, and we're going to have to watch out for them. They are a team who are starting to play with a bit of form, started to look completely different from that game versus Coventry. So let's see what happens. But if we can get a win at home, fantastic. But it's just all about it's weird. Results on the pitch, it gives you a little bit of ref bite, but then you go back to the next week and then it's like feels like it doesn't matter. If that makes sense. But that's where we are at the moment. So let's see what happens next. So, in the first half, we actually played some really good football. Little bit stop-start at time, but we try and get things going and we keep the ball, but we don't seem to do well with trying to get it forward at times, and we're having to force it a little bit. But we are having some really good bits of play. Brown doing really well up top with Cads, and the link-up play they got is just so good. And Valerie's having a really good game. He moved kind of position where Palmer's gone more into his position. He's gone more central as like a CDM role more than a left back role, and he's working really well with it. And him and Baz are linking up really good. And Masters has some really excellent play today. Turned his man, a little flick, trying to get forward. But we do make it 1-0 with a free kick to Wednesday. Baz floats it far post. Their keeper comes out for it, misses it, and Iorfa with the header to make it 1-0. And it's some really good football by Wednesday at the minute, and just playing really well when we have got it. And yeah, they've had a couple of chances, but our keepers had to make 3 very good saves. They've had 3 shots, 3 on target, and they've been good saved by the keeper. I do get it at time where our keeper, you'll sometimes parry it a little bit too much for me, but he's done really well. Our goalkeeper, I think it's our goalkeeping coach, got a yellow card for something he wasn't very happy with what the ref was saying. Cads had a chance right near the end, which headed over. Bit of a worry with Weaver. He was limping a little bit. You got to kind of hope that's nothing too serious and he's okay. But you could see it was a case of let's just try and get him into half time and then we'll look at him then. But really good bit of football. Best half of football we've probably played. But yeah, we are 1-0 up at the moment. Really good play. But I do feel like QPR could get back into this if they change it up a little bit. You know, that second half, Roller can change things, make it a little bit harder for Wednesday and stuff like that. Because when they have got forward, they've had some good chances. It's just they've not been clinical yet. Hopefully they won't be for us, but you never know with this Wednesday team. But at half time, Sheffield Wednesday are 1-0 up as it stands. So in the second half, they get they go all out at us, or just really having a better game. They bring Dembele on, and he makes a lot of problems. They win a penalty, and I just don't think it's a penalty, but it's been given, and there's nothing can do when a referee decided that's what he's going to do. And they go off on that set piece, but the ref just goes on to have a bit of a mare of a game. There's so many chances of when we've had advantage played, and they pulled it back for a free kick. He'd gone to play it again and then pulled it back for the free kick when we were obviously on the break. So we couldn't get anything going. But second half, we were not as good as we were in the first half. They stepped up. Dembele caused us some problems. Kone caused us some problems. They changed their game plan a little bit, and it helped them. It really did help them a lot. And we struggled to get out of our half for bits of that second half. We really struggled to get out of our half and just try and make anything. They closed the angle down, they closed the gap down, so made it very, very difficult. We had to make some subs. Brown off, Weaver off, Ubbo on, Autobio on. Weaver looked like he was kind of a little bit of not, but looks okay. You're thinking, can we try and get something here? And we win a couple of little corner free kick, but don't really get anything on target. There was a good free kick by Baz to play it into Palmer, but doesn't pay off or work. But a draw is probably right. We were much better in the first half. They were much better in the second half. They kind of nullified us a lot and managed to keep up pending and try to have chances. And they just really did struggle to not break us down as such, but just really make that final clinical chance. With how good QPR have been recently, I think a draw is a good result. We go into the next game versus Birmingham, which is on Tuesday night. There'll be a watch along for that. Join me for that. Just on that though, Tuesday night is the big important date. It's payday. It's stadium money needs to be paid, unless he's had it agreed to roll over. Atmosphere for that one could be very, very different and interesting with how things are, because once we got Birmingham done, we'll go into Coventry, and then it'll be international breaks, and then we see where we are at from there and see what we got to happen next, because there's got to be something that happens, a change at some point in time. So we'll see what happens. But end of the day, it's a draw. I take a draw at the start of it. But it's a draw. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.